will come to see you who are exactly suitable for her just to deliver their daughter as your wife. Purport by Śatarūpā. The selection of a good husband for a good girl was always entrusted to the parents. Here it is clearly stated that Manu and his wife were coming to see Kardama Muni to offer their daughter because the daughter was well qualified and the parents were searching out a similarly qualified man. This is the duty of parents. Girls are never thrown into the public street to search out their husband, for when girls are grown up and are searching after a boy, they forget to consider whether the boy they select is actually suitable for them. Out of the urge of sex desire, the girl may accept anyone, but if the husband is chosen by the parents, they can consider who is to be selected and who is not. According to the Vedic system, therefore the girl is given over to a suitable boy by the parents. She is never allowed to select her own husband independently. The sense the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om ajnanatimirand dasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam ena tasmai shri gurave namaha. Nama om Vishnu padaya Krishna preshtaya bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrunda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. The Lord is speaking to Kardama Muni. He is explaining that exactly day after tomorrow, Ayachati Dadrukštvam Parasvo Dharma Daha. Parasvaha means day after tomorrow. O Brahmana, this celebrated emperor Manu, who is very Dharma Kovida, who is expert in religious activities, he will come here. He will meet you with his queen Śatarūpāya. So Manu's wife is Śatarūpā. So they will come to see you. Why? Atmajan asitam pangi. Because they have a daughter whose eyes are black. If the eyes are blackish, particularly for a woman, supposed to be very beautiful, attractive. Atmajam asita pangim vayaha. She is now grown up, marriageable age, and she is Shila Gunanvitam. She has got all the good qualities and character. And then Mrugayantim Patim Dasyati. She is searching for a husband. And so Krishna, the Lord is saying here, Vishnu, Anurupayate Prabho. Interesting, he is calling Prabho. My dear sir, parents will come to see you and you are suitable for her, so they will deliver their daughter as your wife. So the Lord is explaining what's going to happen, how he already made arrangements for whatever Kardama Muni is desiring or praying for. So again, this is a big surprise. How come an emperor with his wife, that means they live in palace, big opulence, and then the queen, the daughter, is also brought up and grown up in opulence, aristocracy. And how is it that that emperor is now approaching one Muni, a Kardama Muni, a thin skinned bodied and and then apparently not very beautiful. How is it that they are personally coming to him to get her daughter married to a practicing, a Muni like Kardama Muni? This is completely unusual for a modern society. If you see somebody is a billionaire or whatever, he has a grown-up daughter, wants to get her married, you don't see they are searching out for some munis in Himalayas or some forest or whatever. You don't find that. So how is it that Swayambhu Manu, such an exalted person, he knows Dharma Kovida. Why is he approaching Kardama Muni's ashram? Here it is mentioned, Vaya Shila Gunanvitam. Because her daughter, yes, she is beautiful, but she is also Shila Gunanvitam. She has got a great character and good qualities. So when the girl is of such a nature, having good qualities and good character, obviously the parents have to look for a boy of similar qualities and character. Otherwise, the combination will be incompatible, and very soon they will think of separation. Nowadays, that is the scenario in a lot of cases, unfortunately. So that's why in the Vedic system is that the marriage is arranged by the parents. The parents it's a duty of the parents to ensure that the boy and the girl, there is a certain calculation to see whether the match is compatible or not. And see what kind of qualities the boy has and what kind of qualities the girl has. And if the boy and girl both are having Devata Lakshana, then they can be married. Or if the both of them are having Rakshasa Lakshana, they can be married. But if one is Devata and one is Rakshasa, then it becomes incompatible. If the boy is having very Rakshasa, demoniac qualities, harsh and aggressive and that kind of a nature, and the woman is of a different quality, or the woman is very aggressive, harsh and this and that, and the boy is of a very godly qualities, it will not be suitable. So that's why Prabhupada is saying the Vedic culture is that the boy and the girl, first, there's so many analysis will be done by the parents. There will be a lot of background investigation and matching of the horoscopes, and then ensure that the family can continue, uh, till they die. That means there is no question of separation. In the Vedic culture, there is no separation of husband and wife. Once married, they're married, that's it. They cannot be separated by a law or by a legal system. They cannot be separated by a wish of the boy and girl. That kind of a system used to be there. So, but then, as the age has changed, the times have degraded, and for whatever reason, girls are never thrown into the public street to search out their husband. Not that girl has to take the responsibility of searching for her own husband, the would-be husband, and then she will be roaming in the public streets. And Prabhupada is saying that out of urge for sex desire, the girl may accept anyone. So what happens when you're looking for husbands in the street? Then obviously what will you see? You will only see the grass body. And then the bodily qualities, if they are looking attractive, then there is a kind of a consent between the boy and girl, and they may get married. But they have seen only the bodily qualities. But the life is not just about the body. The life has much bigger canvas. In a day-to-day interaction, there are so many other things comes into fore. For example, on a certain matter, the boy will have some opinion, the girl will have some opinion, and then slowly those differences will build up, and then they become a big, a big thing in their mind. And because of their false ego, slowly they will decide, no, we will separate. So such families and children of such families is a big turmoil. Like yesterday, day before, one mother, she is a CEO of a startup company. And her own child, 4 years old child, boy, she has killed him by giving some, still investigation is going on, I'm nobody to comment. At least that's the allegation. We really don't know what exactly went wrong. But prima facie, it appears that she has killed because the boy has some qualities matching the husband, and she doesn't want to remember the husband at all, and then so kill the child. These are all just tip of the iceberg. The family life is in a big mess in India. In the Western countries, though, it never existed properly. And in India, at least, you will see some, particularly the old generation, you will see elderly couples. They come, husband and wife, and wife is wearing a nice, all those things. Husband is also. So both of them, they come, they practice devotion. So such things still can be seen in our country. So, of course, it's not that a complete failure in other countries, but 60-70% of the cases are divorced. Radha Govindaki. So that's the scenario. So here it is mentioned that the parents have to take the responsibility. They have to do a lot of calculation. It's a big responsibility. And nowadays, where is the training in this character and godly qualities? Where is the training for the boy or for the girl? One of the former CJIs of India, Chief Justice of India, he went for one convocation in a college, and he made a statement that our current education is utilitarian. That means they get some knowledge or skills for livelihood. But he said the current education is not sufficient to give him some character, some good values in their life. And without character, even if they have very good skill, he will not be ultimately successful in his life. For example, our neighbors are the prestigious Anti-Corruption Bureau Central Office. They're our neighbors, ACB. Right? Now what is this ACB? Anti-Corruption Bureau is Telangana's central building. What is the meaning? So they catch officials. They may have a bigger scope, but they catch the officials who are taking bribe or who are violating some of these moral principles. So we hear of some big officers with so much money, bribed money with them. We see some big ministers and this and that keeping so much of money under their bed and got caught by some ACB or CBI or ED. The list is unending. The agencies to investigate these problems, unending list. What is this? There is no training in good character and some values. There is no training. Unfortunate. They are very talented people. Very, very talented people. But why are they failing in their life? Not because they don't have talent, not because they don't have competency, but because they don't have a most crucial training, that is Shila Gunanvitam. That Shila, that character. And now what is this character? The highest character is explained in Bhagavad Gita is that the character that is exhibited by a perfect brāhmaṇa. That means Satya, Dhamma, Titiksha, Arjavam. Like that there are, in Bhagavad Gita there are 8 qualities are listed, but in some references 12 qualities of brāhmaṇa are listed. Truthfulness, control of the senses, cleanliness, like that. People should have these qualities. Bhishma Dev has given 9 qualities that every human being should have. Like that, there is no education on this kind of qualities. There is a small story that in China, long ago, the Chinese wanted peace, and they don't want enemies to attack them too often. They're fed up with all that. So they have constructed a big wall. That wall of China's wall, a very huge big wall they have constructed around China. It's not easy for the enemies to cross that wall, kind of a compound wall or a fortified wall, and they cannot. The enemies will not be able to come inside the country. So that's what their idea. So they have constructed a wall like that, a protection wall. And then it is said that within 100 years of constructing that wall, there were 3 attacks from the enemies on China. And all the 3 times the enemies entered into
the Chinese country, and they created trouble for the Chinese. Now then what happened to this wall? It is said that the enemies have not disturbed the wall at all. They have not attempted to break the wall, bomb the wall, or whatever. Maybe that time bombs are not there. So then how did they enter the country? Very simple. They have bribed the security guards. So Chinese have built the wall, but they could not build the character of those guards. And so they are not loyal to the country. And that's the protection, whatever they have planned, it is not worked out. So this is a big gap in the society today. Values, character, good qualities, all these things are missing. So without this, it is impossible to live socially, and it is impossible to practice higher things in life. Very, very difficult. If we are struggling with some basic things in life, and say a family, husband, wife, and children, they're struggling with this basic things every day, then where is the hope that they can practice something higher? Krishna consciousness, God consciousness is impossible. The success of life, according to Vedic tradition, according to Krishna consciousness, is different. Outside world, the success of life is considered to be, accumulating a lot of wealth, power, fame, name, fame, all those things. This is considered success. Or, having, a well-built husband, or an attractive woman as a wife is considered a success. But Vedic culture is not like that. They are considered successful. The success is defined in Bhagavad Gita is if you can transcend Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. This is called success. It looks very revolutionary concept it is. The Vedic culture understands that this bodily concepts, the bodily attractions, they are not the basis for our life. Because according to Bhagavad Gita, we are not this body at all. We are actually eternal beings, the spirit souls. So how can we make a temporary body as a basis for our entire life and civilization? This is the problem. Your basis is wrong, then everything else that we do will go wrong. One has to have a good basis. So this is the Bhagavad Dharma, Vedic culture means they understand that this bodily things are temporary. I have to work on my eternal life. Even if they have to do their material life or material duties and many material responsibilities, they see through that material duties can I reach my eternal goal. This is their calculation. They never thought that having some big buildings and this and that as a success. That's when in ancient India you see the Indians who are following the Vedic culture, you see, they're not attempted to build some big buildings and this and that for themselves. They built superstructures for Krishna, God, but they used to live in very simple settings. So that ancient India, when the invaders came to country, they said, what are these? These people are all uncivilized. They are living in huts. They are living in hermitages. Look, we are living in skyscrapers. These people are 50, 60 years or hundreds of years lagging behind. Look what we are. But then when they saw the kind of literary works that are found in India, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, they were shocked. And when they saw such a refined knowledge, refined language like Sanskrit, they were shocked. We are thinking these people are all aborigines or tribals. How is it that they have such a refined language and such glorification of the Supreme Lord? And in that Uttama Shloka Gunanu Varnane, in that exalted words, where is that shocked? So this is the life. The life is live in a way that we can advance our Krishna consciousness. Now, why is it we have to advance our Krishna? Because this is the only basis for happiness. The spirit soul can never be happy on the basis of body. You may give hundreds and thousands of comforts to the body. You may have enough pleasures of the body. Still one will be dissatisfied. Unless one develops his relation with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the eternal personality, the Supreme Lord. If we don't develop our attachment and attraction towards that Supreme Being, then the life is a failure. One will lead an artificial life on the basis of temporary adjustments. Every day will be a struggle to adjust. But when somebody has a permanent basis, the husband will speak the same language, wife will speak the same language, they ask the same thing. Both husband, wife, children, they'll all say, we'll go to Golden Temple. So where is the conflict and where is the fight? The goal is to bring people to that transcendental platform. When everybody speaks the same language, there is the same culture, they value the same things. Devotees of Krishna, they value chanting Hare Krishna, eating prasadam. See, the value system is same. And then the qualities that they develop, Prabhupada has given the 4 worst enemies of character to be demolished. Prabhupada has given that formula. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. These are the 4 pillars of sin. See, for any building now, you will have pillars first. That's the foundation. And on the pillars, you will have a big building. So, if you want to break sinful life in any human being's life, let us say he wants to demolish all the sinful activities. He has to focus on 4. He has to demolish these 4 pillars. Then there is no building possible. Because all sins emanate from these 4. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. Most of the crimes and murders and all these things, if you analyze, they'll all fall into one of these 4 or offshoots of these 4. For example, many murders happen because of the illicit relationship between man and woman. If a woman goes for any illicit connection, the husband will kill both the woman and the lover. And then if the husband goes for something, even woman also has to she will take some action, and there is a fire in the family. So like that, each of these 4 pillars, if you analyze, they contribute to unlimited suffering. They contribute to unlimited reactions in life. So, in one shot, Prabhupada has removed all these things. But it is not possible to follow all these just like that. Oh, yes, these are all not good. I will give it up. It is not possible to give it up like that. Unless one develops Krishna consciousness, unless one develops uh, Krishna, Krishna's relation, Krishna seva, attachment to Krishna, he cannot give up this attachment to the lower things. If you want to move to a higher thing, you have to give up attachment to the lower things. And that can be given up easily if someone practices Krishna consciousness. Develop a higher taste. Take pleasure in chanting and hearing. Take pleasure in honoring prasad in the ashram. And then take pleasure in dancing. It's a joyful process. It's very easy to take pleasure in all these activities. Instead, if somebody got addicted, he will take pleasure in all these abominable things. It's just a habit. Association is bad. So a person gets degraded and he starts taking pleasure in all these activities. So, if you could take pleasure in these, why can't you take pleasure in Krishna's service? It's the same phenomena in the mind. Why can't you take? And naturally the Krishna seva, Krishna's things are attractive. And as you go on doing it day after day, then the values will build up, qualities will build up. So devotee becomes Shila Gunanvita with a good character and with good qualities. And then that character, for example, people who are, say, staying in the outside world, and when they start practicing Krishna consciousness, and when their character changes, the friends and families and the nearby ones, they'll all get attracted. They think, "Arey, such a big change has come in you. Now you are, not so angry and aggressive, not speaking so harshly, and you have given up all the bad habits." And slowly he or she will put up some kantimala, and then they may put up the tilaka, and they look so nice, divine. So this is life. One has to become, there should be a transformation in the person. True religion, a true path of God should transform from within. That person should give up all the lower attachments and enhance his attachment to God, Krishna. Then that is a successful religion and a successful path. So here we can see, this Manu and this wife, they are worried about their daughter because she is Shila Gunanvita, she is exalted nature, and so they want to ensure that a similar personality is available. The husband should have same good qualities and nice character. Doesn't matter how he looks physically, but the character should be good. So that is the consideration of the parents here, and we will see further how the story unfolds. We'll stop here. Any questions? Yeah.
But in this case, we see that Lord is himself telling that I have made arrangement instead of Kardamamuni getting purified and telling that I don't want this.
Kardama Muni is acting on the order of Lord Brahma, his superior. So he is acting under the instructions of Lord Brahma, and Brahma's goal is to fill the universe with the living entities. That is the task that is assigned to him by the Lord. Ultimately, when the universe has been created, there has to be, the chance has to be given to the living entities who want to come to this universe. So there has to be some mechanism, and as part of that mechanism, Lord Brahma orders Kardama. You will see, as in the next few shlokas, Kardama, after fulfilling his duties, he gives up this life and then goes away to perfect his life in Krishna consciousness. While doing his duties as a Grihastha, he enhanced his Krishna consciousness, but in the end, he completely devoted himself. So that should be the goal. And how I can develop my attraction to the Supreme Personality. That should be the goal of every human being. Stop here. Śatarūpā ki jai. Śrīmad Bhagavatam ki jai.
శ్రీకృష్ణుణ్ణి చేరుకోవడానికి, కృష్ణ భక్తిని అందరికీ అందించటానికి బృందావనం వైపు ఉరకలేస్తున్న యమునోత్రి. విష్ణుపాదమే తన పుట్టినిల్లుగా కైలాసం చేరుకోవడానికి పరుగులు తీస్తున్న గంగోత్రి. కురుక్షేత్ర ఘోర హత్యా పాపం శంకరుణ్ణి శాంతపరచడం లక్ష్యంగా పాండవులు నిర్మించిన కేదార్నాథ్. సమస్త సాధు పుంగవులకు, ఋషులకు, ఆధ్యాత్మిక సాధనకు స్ఫూర్తినిచ్చే నరనారాయణులను నడయాడిన ప్రదేశం బద్రీనాథ్.
హరే కృష్ణ గోల్డెన్ టెంపుల్ వారి మరో అపురూప కానుక హరే కృష్ణవాణి ఆధ్యాత్మిక మాసపత్రిక. ఇప్పుడు మొబైల్ యాప్ ద్వారా కూడా సులభంగా పత్రికలు చదువుకునే సౌకర్యం, వార్షిక సభ్యత్వం, భగవద్గీత, భాగవత ప్రవచనాలు, స్ఫూర్తి సందేశాలు, ఇంకా మరెన్నో సదుపాయాలతో హరే కృష్ణవాణి మొబైల్ యాప్ నేడే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. మరిన్ని వివరాల కోసం కాల్ చేయండి 9133107700.
శ్రీకృష్ణుణ్ణి చేరుకోవడానికి, కృష్ణ భక్తిని అందరికీ